If you're hearing a whooshing noise, it's my AC. The place real damn hot. Like I really can't deal with this heat. So you're gonna have to deal with the little whooshy whoosh noise. Alright, so today, as in the thumbnail would have stated, I'll be discussing my preparations for rona, especially for persons who have children who are asthmatics. I'll just be sharing with you some of the things that I would have put in place for my kids and myself. Notwithstanding, a lot of these items were things that I've gone through with my doctor, so my pediatrician is guiding us as to how much I can use, and as well as my doctor. Now, if you're new to the channel, I am Mosai, and feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share my video. I haven't done a video in a while, like my tongue time. Like forgive me. Alright, so today I'm sharing one of my major tools I have, because my son is severely asthmatic and he has landed us in Mount Hope on several occasions, even in the observation and on the ward, because of how his asthma escalates from 0 to 100 really quick. And we, over the years, we have been able to identify his triggers, whether be it dust, smoke, change in weather, Sahara dust, and so on, and even his foods like peanut butter and preservatives triggers his asthma, as well as the consumption of too much milk. So over the years we've been able to identify this, and it has really helped me to identifying how do we treat with his asthma effectively without causing any personal injury or contributing to it getting worse. Now, one of my major fears as a mother with asthmatic children was him not breathing on me while trying to get into the hospital, and that did happen to me, and that freaked me out. Like, that's one of my worst fears, and to have to experience it was an eye-opener, and I had to say I didn't know that I had that inner strength in me to deal with that, but God. And I was so thankful for the persons who came to my rescue as well and got us to Mount Hope, and even the nurses and the doctors. They really do treat with children with asthma real quick. It's not like no sticking, they treat with them really quick. But excuse me, but because I have 3 other children with asthma and myself, I needed to find a way to manage it better. And now with this COVID coming into the picture, and persons with asthma, you know, they face a greater battle with that disease. And these are all methods and things that I use with guidance from my kids pediatrician and from our family practitioner. So let's get into it. Now, first thing first would be our home nebulizer. Now, this nebulizer, I had it for over a year now, because I was at my wit's end with trying from home to try to get him into Mount Hope one time, and he's not breathing properly, and when he reached there, it's super bad. So we ended up getting this nebulizer, and it was on Amazon. I would put a picture and a link to the nebulizer, and it comes with the stringy things and the face mask. So this is the face mask. So it's the exact same thing that you would see in the hospitals. It comes with that, and it comes with like stringy things, replacement stringy things. It comes with a filter. Yeah, it comes with a filter here that you just take out and you put in. Now, what the machine does is that it kind of makes the medication into the mist, which your children or yourself can inhale, you know, much easier. It's basically the same thing that the hospitals would give you when you're there. However, the medication is not something that is, what do I say, that it cannot be just you taking it upon yourself and prescribing this to yourself. Because the medication races your heart, you have to be aware of your weight and previous history as to using it. So we got the Ventolin in the bottle, which we use. Usually we use this all the time, especially when the Sahara dust is really bad, or if some crazy person around the area is burning stuff and the smoke is blowing across here. Now this retails for 146 TT, and you see how small the box is. So the bottle is not big, and because of my son's size, he has to use 5 milligrams because of his weight. So it comes with 20 milliliters, how many milligrams? 20 milliliters, and he has to use 5 milliliters. And because of his weight and his age, so it goes by that. And if his weight is going up or going down, I usually call my pediatrician and she lets me know what I can and cannot give him. The Pred Kid, which is retails for 81 TT, we use this. He usually has to take the oral Pred Kid before we put him on the nebulizer, and this makes him vomit like crazy sometimes, depending on how bad the attack is. If the attack is not that bad, the Pred Kit works really good and really easily. But the part he doesn't like is the shaking, his body's shaking, and the fast breathing, which is why I told you, if you're using this, please speak to your pediatrician before using any of these methods, or using this medication without a prescription is not recommended. I do not recommend you just buying this and giving your child or taking it for yourself. You're looking at death. That is what you're looking at. You're looking at death. So don't do it. Have a conversation with your pediatrician. See if this would work well for your child, if he or she has severe asthma. And if he has severe asthma, you probably know by now what your child can and cannot use. So like, yeah. We also use the Ventolin, oral Ventolin. This retails for 86.40. Now this is for when they have a very bad cold. Even for myself, like if I have a cold where the mucus, even with the Ventolin pump, the mucus is not breaking up on your chest, it's just there, and you feel like if you're stifling. I hate taking Ventolin, I wouldn't lie. Liquid or the puffs, it has my body shaky like a leaf. I hate it, but it's the only thing that clears my lungs. And I use the liquid Ventolin for that purpose. As I said, have a discussion with your pediatrician and family practitioner. But this is what we use, along with the oral sodium chloride. So this is the drips for $20. You can get it in any pharmacy. It goes hand in hand with the liquid Ventolin, and we put our kids on it when the asthma is bad, like when the wheezing is super bad, like dread. So yeah, even for myself, I know when my triggers, and when I cannot, when the asthma pump is not working and I need an additional help. And I usually take the liquid Ventolin. I start to break up that mucus on my chest, because the Ventolin puffs are for breaking up the mucus in the chest. So these are the Ventolin puffs, and these are for 53 something. Yeah, for 53 something I got it for. They're usually very expensive, so they break up the mucus in the chest if you have a cold, or if you need it as a rescue inhaler. I usually have to use it if I'm doing very intense cardio and my lungs decide that he don't want to cooperate. I usually have to use it then, and it opens up my lungs. For my kids, when I hear them with a cough, I usually use the Ventolin. I don't self-medicate with over-the-counter drugs. We usually use the Ventolin inhaler, and that helps a lot, because some of the signs of my kids' asthma attack is there's a particular type of cough that my son does, and when my little one, she has a dryish kind of cough. You don't hear like anything rattling, but it's a dry cough, and I usually know I need to use the Ventolin inhaler, and it clears up. But if they get the flu, or if they have a severe asthma attack, I use the liquid Ventolin along with the pump. And I've used it before where I thought my son, it was really bad, and I gave him the liquid Ventolin and I gave him the pump, but it didn't work, and I didn't give my son a chance for the medication to work. And by the time I took him to Montauk, his lungs were already cleared, and I wanted to know why I bring him forward. Whatever medication I used had already worked. But I think I just got so used to him not recovering as quickly as possible. And then the first thing I always tell you, if they see each other breathing, why you wait? So I bring it. But yeah, so over the years I've gotten a little more familiar with the signs and things they can do. Oh, and one more thing, you're getting on wild. No. You're wheezing, you're getting on wild. close the door. Usually, so if he is, let me turn the camera. Alright, so if he is unable to breathe and we are trying to help him, you are wheezing, you're not hearing it? Yes. You usually have to cup your hands like this. So this is how they show us in the hospital. And you tap on the back. So you tap up and you tap down on each side. Now apparently this helps the lungs open up, or it jump starts, and it helps with clearing the lungs. So after you administer it, and depending on how bad the asthma attack was, that is the method they show us to do to help with the lungs opening up. And I have to say it helps. Let Faith give you the asthma medication inside, please. The pump, you have to get 3 puffs. Yeah, sometimes he be playing wild and he doesn't even realize he's wheezing. So yeah, and that's it. So that is some of the methods that we have put in place in the event, oh God forbid. But you know, God is good. We are practicing good hygiene with is washing hand after everything, wipe down everything, clean everything, mop. Oh jeez, it's just like, and these are just, I'm not even sure what's going on with this camera because I swear it just cut off for me. Alright, so these are just some of the methods that we use for children, our asthmatic babies. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask, or even take some of your questions to your general practitioner, or yeah, I would recommend your pediatrician to give you some guidelines on what you can and cannot use at home. These are just what works for our kids, and it's been years we've been using it, and it has helped us so much compared to when my son was 3 years old with his asthma and he used to have us in and out of the hospital. But God has been good, and we are able to do what we can to help them with disease. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask, as I said before, and please ensure that you're practicing proper hygiene at home. We don't want rona ravaging any more of Trinidad and Tobago. We already have our challenges here, and I really don't think our healthcare system can handle that type of load with so many persons, you know, flooding to it because of the spread of the rona. The government is asking persons to stay home, stay home, stay home. I just like, I can't. You only go to the road if you need to go to the grocery or get something in the pharmacy. Outside of that, stay home now, people. Right? So see you guys on the next one. Love you. Bye.